Here we go. We are live and we're going to take some time, to bring the people in. I know there's always a delay between this side of the computer and your side of the computer. So we're going to slowly start. It's not even 8 o'clock. So come in, just say hello. So I know that you're there. I see the numbers popping up, but even then, it's always nice to know that they're real human beings on a live stream like this, So welcome to the live stream. Good evening to everybody, wherever you are from in the world. If you're not in Belgium and you're in a different country, I would like to know that. And I'm excited for tonight because, the topic that I prepared is a topic that is hot and that is absolutely necessary for all those coaches or people who think they want to become a coach, to prevent them and to help all those coaches getting unstuck in the place where they are today. So that is what we are going to do tonight. Good evening, everybody. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Karin. Hi, Petra. Hi, Maya. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Nathalie. Great to see you all. I see that slowly the numbers go up. We're going to wait a few more minutes so all people can come in. It always takes some time to connect. And if you want to say hi, and if you're from a different country, if you're not in my country, which is Belgium, if ever you hesitated, I'd like to know that. You can write in Dutch too. If that is more convenient for you, be free to ask questions and to make comments tonight and reflections, because of course the interaction is always valuable, and it's great to see you all. We're gonna wait like 1-2 more minutes. I see the numbers rising, so that's a good sign. It means that the technology is doing what it's supposed to do, which is always good. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Martine. Welcome to this live stream. Nice to see you. And I like to start with a question, actually. If you guys want to answer that, I will repeat it a few times. Just write in the comment box if you are already a coach, like I am a coach. Or maybe you are in a coaching education and you are in the enrollment to be a coach, or you are thinking of becoming a coach. You're not sure, maybe yet there's a longing, but you don't know what to do, and you can type, I am thinking of becoming a coach. And you can also do that in Dutch if you want to. So are you a coach, or are you thinking of becoming a coach? Hi, Dick, welcome. Hi, Željka. Am I going to see you next weekend? In Zagreb, I suppose so. Hi, Annemie, welcome. Hi, nice to see you all. Welcome to this live stream. Hey, Claudia, it's good to see you. Hello, sister, daughter from another mother, like BC would say, Good to see you all. Are you a coach, or are you thinking of becoming a coach? Just give me some feedback. That would be nice to kick off this wonderful evening. I'm all ready and I'm here to add value to you. Hi, Tina. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Sarah says, I'm certainly not yet a coach. Dick says, no coach. Okay. Are you longing to become a coach? Because we are going to look, we're going to take a look at the world of coaching and your spot in it. Claudia says, yeah, we do look alike. No, we don't. I don't look like a Latina. We don't look the same. Martine says, I'm thinking of self-coaching and personal growth and mindset. Maybe later on a coach. Hi, Dominique. And she says, coach already? Good. There is a Facebook user that doesn't have a name. I cannot see it, but that's okay. Becoming a coach. Okay. Hi, Inge. Welcome to the call. Good to see you all. I think we are ready to kick this off. Okay. And I see this, the numbers are still increasing, and that's okay. Remember, this is Facebook Live. You can always review this episode. We always get these questions before or after the live stream, like, will this be recorded? Will we be able to see it? Yeah, this is Facebook Live. It's on my page, and it will stay on my page. So if you hop in later, no problem. You can always review it, okay? I hope you have paper and pen ready, because I'm going to give you the 8 critical ingredients that every coach needs. It doesn't mean, I mean, you can be a coach like for 10 years and you can just, go over the list and see if you are well prepared. Or for all of you who are thinking of, taking coaching education, you will be very good prepared, because you will have the 8 key ingredients that you need in order to become a successful coach, okay? Maya says, have a certification, but not yet started. Okay, good, thank you. And greet Rita. Györgös, I think that is Hungarian, if I guess. Welcome to the call, good to see you. Okay, guys, we're going to kick it off. I'm going to list on my flip chart the 8 key ingredients that you need to build a successful coaching business. Now, before we do so, let's look at a coaching business, what it is today, and where I started 12 years ago. When I started, coaching was, just like something very new, something that people were wondering, what is this, and something that people didn't know where to, in what box should we put this? What is coaching? What is coaching? Everybody knew what coaching was from the world of sports, but when it comes to life coaching, is this another shrink? They really didn't know that. Now, 12 years later, it's a whole different equation. We know that many people have coaches. We know that the most successful people have coaches. Artists have coaches. Entrepreneurs have coaches. CEO have coaches. Everybody who wants to move with the speed of this life, which is extremely fast, and create wonderful results, has a coach. And I think coaches need a coach. And what I see from my perspective, and maybe I'm not seeing the whole world, but I'm looking over many shoulders into the huge market of coaching, consulting, and teaching. And most coaches don't have a coach. So it becomes hard. It becomes tough. Then there's another thing that I see in the world, and that is that there are many, many, many coaches. And I know if you are a coach, or you're thinking of becoming a coach, probably that is one of your biggest concerns, right? Like, is there a spot for me? Will I have work? Will I have an income when I start? If I spend thousands of dollars or euros on an education, will I be able to monetize that, and how? I think that is one of the major concerns that coaches have today. And let me tell you this, and this is critical and vitally important if you are a coach. Yes, there is a space, there is a spot for you in the marketplace, but you will have to claim it. And you will have to claim it by sticking your head above the masses. And this is a question that I need to ask you. Are you willing? I know you're able, otherwise you wouldn't be on this call, on this live stream, right? But are you willing to, leave the masses? Are you willing to just push yourself up and stand out? I think that is the word that I was looking for. Stand out from the masses. Are you willing to do that? I know that it is scary. For the number one reason why people look for a coach, hire a coach, work with a coach, is that they want to do more. They want to outgrow their current circumstances, their current lifestyle, their current positions, their current family styles, relationships, whatever it is. That is life coaching. They want to outgrow it. They want to grow beyond the world that they have today. And they hire a coach for that. then I think when you want to be a coach, you should live that life too, right? Coaches are leaders asking questions, powerful questions, and following a certain model in order to bring that person to the point where they have never been, to bridge, that gap of performance. And if you want to be strong as a coach, the first thing you need, the very first thing, I can write up till here. Okay. It's still new. The first thing you need is get good. Really good. Get very, very, very good. You know why? Because many coaches are not good coaches. They take a course, few weeks, and then, they jump into the market, and they think that a website and a Facebook page is going to do the work. And I'm going to tell you that is the biggest misunderstanding of everything. Yes, you need a website. I'm not going to say that you don't need a website. Yes, you need a website. And yes, you need a Facebook page. But that is not going to do the work. And I'm not going to talk about marketing today. By the way, I hardly know anything about marketing. My husband is a marketing expert. I am not. I follow the rules. When he says, Inge, I need a video for this, I make the video. Inge, write the text for that, I make the text. That is what I do. So I'm not going to talk about marketing. Chill, take a pill. That is not what we are talking about. And that is even not in my top 8 of requirements for becoming a good coach. You don't need marketing today yet. Okay? And by the way, marketing is never, ever, 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 ever the issue. Technology, working with computer systems, processes is never, ever, 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 ever the problem. And I want to really, emphasize that and push hard on it, because I want you to remember that forever. Marketing and technology is never the problem why a coach wouldn't be successful. There are 8 things before the technology, 8 things before the marketing. And when you have those 8 things, marketing is, it's going to be a piece of cake, because you will know what to do. You will know what to deploy. You will know what to choose. Okay? Are you with me? So forget about marketing tonight. It is not important yet. The first thing you need is get good. You need skill. You need experience. You need some skin in the game and really understand, first of all, the mind, second, the universe, third, human potential, and number 4, a strong coaching model that you can use wherever, and forever, for as long as you live. Okay? That is number 1. Get really good. When I started, short story, when I started 12 years ago and I got to America, took my 5 days of class, came back, and the only thing I had was a telephone line, frankly. 12 years ago, we were not live streaming Facebook. We were not doing these things. The only thing I had was a telephone line, and I was like on the call every Saturday morning with my mentor, Paul Hutsey. I think he's almost 100 years old now. I love Paul Hutsey. And he would, mentor me step by step in building my coaching practice. And I followed the rules. But I made a commitment with my hand on my heart. And I'm so happy that I made that commitment. And I want to ask you to do the same now. Take your hand, left or right, it doesn't matter. Put it on your heart and say, I am going to get really, 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 really good. It's a promise I made myself. And I'm still growing. If you think that you spent your last euros on education, this is a lifetime job, guys. I mean, we are in the people business and things change and we need to evolve. So we're always taking the next class. We're always, buying the next education or certification or license, because we need to grow first. When I made my first theater show 10 years ago, I remember that my director and co-screenwriter, playwriter told me, you chose a difficult position, Inge, because you go first. And you are the one, with the machete, cutting through the jungle to make your way. But that was a promise I made myself. It is not going to be easy, but it's going to be so valuable. And so I'm happy now. Back in the days, I was the #1 life success consultant in Belgium. I know there are thousands of coaches, hundred thousands of coaches probably in the world, but most of them are not even good. So they don't get there. I think for every coach that signs up today to fall out of the market again, and it's a sad thing, but it's true. It is the truth. And the first thing is they don't have knowledge enough. They don't have skill enough. They don't have the skin in the game. They don't have the experience. So that is #1. #2, I hope you're writing with me, guys. Okay, and I hope you're liking this. So you can check, right? You can check off the boxes if you say, yeah, oh, I'm an expert. Great. I'm an expert, so I'm good. I know that I know enough to become a world-class coach. Then you can check that box off and you put, a green bird behind it and you're good. #2, okay? Use your voice. Now maybe you're laughing like, hello, I can't talk, right? When you're a coach, you talk, but actually a real coach only talks for 10% of the time in the coaching session. I'm not talking coaching sessions now. I'm talking using your unique voice on this huge big blue rock, which we call the world. How are you going to use your voice to reach people? And now we're coming, of course, in the second lane, which is very scary for most people, is becoming visible. They are like, no, I want to hide behind a picture of my cat or a picture of my baby. And I will not put my picture on my website. And I'm not going to make any videos, or I'm not going to do any live streams like this one, because, the world is going to curse me. And I'm going to tell you, yes, a part of the world is going to curse you and say that this is a bunch of, BS and that, that you're doing stupid things. But we are not working for those people. We are not working for the people who say this is a bunch of BS. I'm working for all these people who are willing to improve their lives and follow me, and we'll do it together. And I know that together we will be stronger than just, all by yourself. So you have a unique voice. I know when I hear recordings of my voice, I go like, and you probably know the same feeling, but we have to grow beyond that. We really have to grow beyond that, because, you have to get familiar with your voice, because the world needs your voice. And when you use your voice, it means that you have something to stand for, that you are standing for something. I am standing for the mindset of people. It is my ultimate goal that children can learn the stickman and build their lives in the most easiest and fun way that is possible. And therefore, if you look at my mission statement, literally says, therefore, I use my voice every day and I will improve myself every day. It's in my mission statement. You can go to my website and check it out. Okay, so willing to use your voice. Probably, I don't know if you know already, what is your voice? What do you stand for or not? But I'm going to tell you, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And that's another trap. Coaches fall for anything. They're still looking for the next course to complete themselves. There's a big difference. In the beginning of this live stream, I told you your education will never be done. You will always be looking for the next step, the next level, right? Because I believe that we have to go first. And now I'm talking really coaches who want to make the difference, not the masses, who work in 3 by 3 meters boxes just on one-on-one coaching. I'm really talking people who want to make a difference in the world, okay? So I told you that you will never be done spending money on yourself. That's one thing. And now I'm telling you that, you know, there are many coaches who are insecure, and that is a big point, insecure and looking for something to complete themselves because they're still not whole. You know, they think, oh, and when I have that, then I'm going to start. When I have that, I'm going to start. And when I have that, I'm going to start. And I'm going to tell you, no, you will never start. If that is the case, you will never start because there's always something missing. When I work with you, I have this wonderful group of people. You know, my high-end class is called the Circle of Mind Experts. And I work with people, little group of people who are hungry, eager to learn and to grow. And one of the first thing is, you know, let's find your voice and let's use your voice. Because there's a list beyond the voice, okay? And this means that they stand for something. They have experience somewhere that they can use to help people, okay? So there's a difference. I hope that you can see that. Number 3 comes with this, and that is claim your spot. What is your place in the market? Where are you going to play? What is going to be your favorite toy? That is, where are you going to plant your flag, like landing on the moon? You know, that is something vitally important. You know what I see with coaches who are still insecure and building their businesses and not sure yet what to do? They take anything. Every 50 euro that they can earn, they jump on it and they say, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. And that is not smart, guys. Because for the world, you know, there are people watching you and people go like, what is he doing now? Is he doing this or is he doing that? Is this the client or is that the client? Is this his specialty or is that his specialty? It's extremely confusing for the world that is watching you. So from that voice, we will, you know, establish your place in the market. We're going to plant your flag and that is going to be your spot. So the getting good is getting good in that area only, period, end of story. You know, I don't go into corporations. I abandoned, you know, that industry years ago because it didn't make me happy. Now, I know that there are coaches going into corporate world and having the time of their life. I have a very dear friend doing that. And, you know, every day is in a different corporation, charging 2,000 euros for 1 day or half a day of his service, traveling the world, being happy in a fishbowl. That's not my fishbowl. You see that? I have a different spot. So I also believe that there is a spot for everybody, but you need to claim it and it has to be specific. It has to be extremely specific. In my Circle of Mind Experts, I work with that, you know, with my clients. Number 4, oh, I love this. Number 4, build your own important programs. If you're like me, you have like 10,000 books on the shelf. You know, your cabinets are filled with workshops, workbooks, binders, CDs, DVDs. It depends on how long you are in this industry. I have here a cabinet in front of me filled with DVDs and CDs and workbooks and licenses and certificates. And, you know, we accumulate so much knowledge and so much assets, so many assets over the time. And, you know, my friend Paul and I, years ago, one day after a 2-day seminar, we were like toasted, you know, we were so tired. And you say, you know, let's do something fun. Okay, let's make a list of all our assets. It is just unbelievable, you know, the knowledge and the assets, the tools, the exercises that we accumulated over time. And if you are already in this business, you probably have accumulated something over time. I was working with a private client some time ago, and she came in. I told her, I said, bring your assets. Well, I was thinking a list of assets. She literally brought in the boxes and the bags full of binders. And I'm like, what are you doing? She said, you told me to bring my assets. I'm like, really? So if you're already sometime in this industry, you accumulated a lot of things, right? If you're new, okay, you will be accumulating a lot of things. Now, you will not use everything. That is just insane, right? What I'm really good at, my husband will laugh now because there are a lot of things I'm not good at, like passwords and that kind of stuff. And if he's here, he will comment, I'm sure. But what I'm really good at I discovered the gift I wasn't aware of is building your programs. I see how to put that together. I know how, I know how to create the flow so you get maximum results with your clients. I know exactly what exercise to put in the right place. It's a gift, guys, right? But for my circle members, the people who work with me in my beautiful group, international group of circle members, and when we get together like 3 days in a row, you go home and, the business is built. Because, of course, you need a business model that sustains this, right? There's a business model, and then we click your programs in. It's like you can buy how do you call that? The pure materials to build something. Let's imagine that we have a workshop and now we are going to make your own cocktail. You can have orange juice, and you can have blue curacao, and you can have rum, and you can have gin, and you can have whiskey, and you can have and lemon juice and sugar candy, and you can have a lot of things, mint maybe, and how do you pick it? What do you like in your cocktail from all the essence that you have? How do you accumulate them? In what order do you mix them, which is very important, so you have the best flavor for the person who's going to drink the cocktail. That is what I do. And frankly, that is what I do fast. That is what I do best. It's really what I do best, is creating business programs for coaches. And I call them the coaching cocktail. Right? The coaching cocktail. We look at your assets. We look at the exercises you have. We look at, if you don't have it, of course, we are in the position to supply that, right? We have a certification program too for new coaches, people who want to become a coach. And of course, then we supply all the assets that they need in order to build their own programs. Not some copycat with a fancy label. I don't believe that. But really your own cocktail. But you see how that flows in, yeah? By the way, if you think now, I want to become Inge's student, and we'll sit together and we'll talk over the phone and see, what is the best position, or maybe a Zoom call, the best position, and the best education that you need. But if you think, oh, this is what I need, yep. Well, just type the word expert in the chat box, expert in the chat box, and you and I can make an appointment so we can talk to see if there's a match. I'm going to look at your history. I'm going to look at your assets. I'm going to look at all the things that, that you acquired over time. I'm going to look at your vision if you have it already. And I will work on your vision on that call. And by the time that call ends, you will have a vision, I'm sure, because I'm a vision junkie, right? Just mark expert in the chat box, and then, they're
going to receive the video.
They're going to receive the video. My husband pops in, ladies and gentlemen. What do you mean, honey? They're going to get the recording?
No, they're gonna go to a page where they can see the
this video.
No,
a new video.
The white video.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I can tell them, right? This is not going to be some kind of surprise. I
They're
can tell.
going to be surprised. It's going to just the type expert, they're going to get it.
Okay, so when you type expert, Zoran just pops in and he says, you're going to be directed to a page where there's another teaching video of me, you know, explaining the program and the benefits. What did you say? Yeah, you have to opt in, of course. You have to opt in, you know, name, email address, and then you will see another teaching video from me. I received it already, Inge. You're so fast. Just, you know, expert, very simple. And we'll just sit and talk, guys, okay, to see what is the best fit for you. Is it certification program? Is it Circle of Mind Experts? We'll see. If it's too soon for a Circle of Mind Experts, you definitely find your way in the certification program. Okay, number 4, halfway through. How are we on time? Very good, 2028. Yay, four more to go. Number 5. Number 5 is add massive value. You know, regular average coaches coach people one-on-one, charge by the hour. That's it. That is the simplest and the cheapest business model you can have. And that is the business model that most coaches are looking for. And I get it. I mean, when you start, and I was the same, when you start, you're dreaming of an agenda that is filled with appointments, right? And I'm going to tell you that is not a smart business model. I did that because I thought I was going to be smart. You know, I was the smartest 12 years ago. In 1 year's time, my agenda was completely full with appointments, and I hit a new roof. I didn't have the time to go to the toilet, didn't have the time to go to, you know, the store to buy food. I was coaching like 5 coachings a day, 5 coachings a day, 5 days a week, and Saturdays and Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. I mean, really? And then I thought that was not a smart move. It paid the bills. Hey, that was a good thing at the time, right? So most coaches start with a vision. Let's fill my practice. You know, let's fill this practice room. Let's fill my agenda with appointments, and let's do one-on-ones, you know, for 60 euros or 95 euros. Ooh, that's already, you know, expensive. And I'm going to tell you, no, because you're not adding your best value. The adding massive value is in the programs, not in the one-on-one coachings. I strongly believe that. From my experience, I know it. From my experience, I know it. I only give you what worked for me, guys. And I'm going to tell you my mistakes every time. And I'm telling you, building a practice, one-on-one coaching is not a smart thing to do. Yes, it pays the bills for some time, but you are locking yourself in. So the programs, and we will start with one firm, strong program where we can put like 80% of your clients in. That is what we aim for, right? When we work together, that is what I help you build. One strong program, 80% of your clients in, bam, let's go. The other 20%, we will make satellite programs to, you know, to help them. One-on-one coaching is just a tool. It is just a tool. You can give it to people. Today I told somebody, I had a great conversation this afternoon with a lovely lady, and she said, yeah, but what if I get stuck? And I say, I have like 6 of the top coaches around me. 6 of the best coaches out of my programs are like standing right beside me. Don't you think there will be somebody who can coach you through when it's necessary? And I strongly believe that is the right model. Creating your own programs, adding massive value in those programs, so that your client just doesn't pay for one-on-one. I mean, my right hand, Rosetta, some of you know her. She's 11 years. She's my side wing for 11 years. She's the best coach in my team. Seriously. She charges 2,450 euro for 10 sessions. And that is amazing. It's just amazing if you want to do one-on-one coaching. But that is not where the major value is. The major value is here. Because you can put more people in, you can give support, you can lead them step by step, something that we are good at, step by step towards transformation, a certain result. And that is way more powerful than just personal coachings. Okay? And I'm not going to push you, but it's just from my experience. Okay? So massive value is in exceeding expectations. When you make a program, the client must be blown away. Like they need to have the feeling that they are ripping you off. You know what I mean? Like, do I get this for this money? Wow. That is the feeling that I want to create. Okay? And that's a feeling that you want to create, because people talk about it, and you will have happy clients, and that is what you want, right? And by the way, when you build your own programs, you add massive value. Now you think that is a lot of work, right? And I'm telling you, no. The one-on-one coaching is a lot of work. It is so time consuming. And, an average coaching session is 90 minutes, 70 to 90 minutes. That is huge. That's why you can only do 5 a day. If you build this smartly, you build it once, and all the rest is support. Okay, we'll get there, once we work together. And by the way, if you think, oh, I want to know this, just type the word expert in the chat box. You will be directed to a page. You opt in, and you'll get another teaching video that goes in depth here on what I'm saying today. All right? Good. Number 6. Ta-da! Where am I? Oh, yeah. Learn to share stories. Telling stories is a skill set. It's a skill. It is really a skill. When I invested in my comedy show 10 years ago, and then another time 8 years ago, I learned and discovered the power of storytelling. I don't know if you know, but I shared you already a few ones tonight. And the reason why this is important for you as a coach, as a consultant, as a teacher, as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a teacher, why this is important, you connect with people. I remember when I took my first public speaking class in London, and I arrived there were like 20 other students, and my English was like 10 years ago. Wow, it was not what it is today. And it's still goofy. I know it's still funny, and I make crazy mistakes, but at the time it was like really bad. And, I remember Steve Siebold, who was leading the class, he says, tonight you're going to write down your stories. And I'm like, I have nothing to write about. I mean, my stupid divorce, the fact that I lost my business, is that a story? I mean, who's interested in that? It's dull, it's boring, nobody wants to hear about that. And in my class of, with 12 or 20 other people, I don't remember. I remember it was a huge shape. And there was this guy, he survived a plane crash in the desert of Africa. And I'm like, wow, what a story. And then there was this other lady, and she helped somebody. She saved somebody from drowning. And I'm like, wow, you're a hero. And I'm like, Rocky, really not. I mean, I'm not interesting. And that is such a big mistake to make, because it's the little stories that connect. Frankly, I cannot connect, or I cannot relate to surviving a plane crash. I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it looks like. Thank God. Thank God I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how it feels to save somebody from drowning. So these are exotic stories. I'm not talking about the exotic stories, right? I'm not talking about showing off either. Most coaches say, no, I'm not going to share my story. I mean, who's interested, in my story? It's not about you guys. It's really not about you. It's about the connection with your audience. And your audience can be 3 people. I'm not talking about Sportpaleis, 20,000 people. I'm talking about a small group of people, 10 people maybe in a workshop. Storytelling is extremely powerful because storytelling opens 3 doors. The first door is people get to know you. When you're a coach and you are going to start using your voice, it's scary because now you become visible. And the first thing I will teach you is to share your story. Why? Because people get to know you. And when they get to know you, they are able to like you. You don't like people before you know them. Think of it. When you meet somebody at a cocktail party or a business meeting and you see somebody, you're like, who's that? Right? You're not like, oh, he's nice. You don't know if that person's nice. First of all, we get to know that person. We talk a little, we chat a little, we ask questions. That's what coaches do. And then we get to know each other. And then, we start to share stories. And then we will decide if we like them or not. Are you with me? So the first door, the stories open 3 doors. The first door is, who are you? I want to get to know you. Tell me something about yourself. The second door is, do I like you or not? Some people don't like me. And that's okay. I'm absolutely fine, but I'm me. What you see here is what you get, right? I learned to be very comfortable in my own skin, and that's good enough, for people who want to work with me, and we have a great time together. If there are people who don't like me, fine, that's good. I had to overcome that because, rejection was like one of my biggest fears, but I'm good now. So some people will like you, some people won't like you, period. But the people who don't like you will never work with you. So who cares, right? The third door is the door of trust. Thanks to the stories, and what we do in teaching is story point, story point, story point, story point. So the name of the game is I share a story and then I give you some valuable insights. I give you something to work with. I give you a point that sticks and connects thanks to the story. The story also opens the door to the subconscious mind because stories, connect people on an emotional level much more than just on an intellectual level. So stories are vitally important. And this year, we are starting a new circle year as I speak now. And if you want to jump in, you can still jump in, right? Expert, right? So we can sit and talk in the chat box and just make an appointment, okay? No strings attached, guys. You're not going to get married to a program, I promise you. Just, let's sit and talk and see if we're a match and see what program matches. What would be the best fit for you? If it's going to be Circle of Mind Experts, or is it going to be the certification program, or maybe even club? Why not? So sharing stories opens the doors to the subconscious mind and is a huge, huge tool for learning. And that is something that we forget. Teaching, I see way more coaches wanting to teach. Yes, they want to coach, but they want to teach. Yes, they want to coach, but they want to run workshops, or they want to lead mastermind groups, or they want to lead lunch and learns, or they want to lead events. All good. Seminars, all good. Fantastic. Without stories, you don't have a chance because people are going to fall asleep and they're going to ask themselves, what's the point here? What's the point? Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this? So the story is very important because it makes that strong connection emotionally. Okay, number 7 is learn to teach then. I am a teacher. It's in my blood, guys. It's in my DNA. My parents were teachers. I was educated as an art teacher. I told the Croatian journalist yesterday I had on the phone, she said, what was your primary education and profession? I said, I was an art teacher. I have always been a teacher, always, and I will always be a teacher because that is what I do best. I'm a good coach. I'm a better teacher, right? So learning how to teach is another skill where stories are very important, okay? So how do you teach your programs? And how do you put the coaching sessions on top like the cherry on the cake? And then how do you add massive value? How do you share the stories? It is all part of teaching. And I believe that the world today, you know, living on mobiles, on iPads, on computers, is ready, is hungry. We live in the information age. You know, technology is there to provide us that information. And you see it. We share videos. If you look at Instagram, what Instagram is still booming, you know, Facebook is still booming. There's a reason. We have the world in our pocket. So people are hungry for knowledge, for, you know, insights that they can apply. Well, you don't stand a chance if you cannot teach, right? So teaching is a skill that in the certification program, you become a really good coach. Yeah. If you're already a good coach, you better step into the circle of mind experts, because then we're going to work on this for the coming year with a lot of live sessions, right? Because it's skill. It is skill. It is molding. It is working together, small groups of people. A lot of fun, but, you know, I want a result by the end of the year. I want you to be successful by the end of the year. And you're going to say, it's going to take another year? Well, no, but I mean, step by step, can you imagine where you are in a year? Let me tell you another story. When I started in this profession 12 years ago, I had a little goal card. And I wrote on that goal card that I was going to earn 5,000 euros a month. And I remember that I put the end of the year, and it was June, right? So I had 6 months to accomplish that dream, and I did. I didn't have the 5,000 euro overnight. That's not how it works. That is not what success is. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So it means step by step, progressive means step by step. So I started with 200 euros, and then maybe with 500 euros, and then maybe with 1,000 euros, and then maybe, you know, you got a bigger assignment, and you jump to 3,000 euros, and then maybe you fall back a little, you go back to 1,500 euros. But by the end of the year, I had 5,000 euros, you know, steadily every month. When I started as a coach, this was like, you know, these avatars where the mind explodes, that was like me. I could not imagine me being, you know, earning 5,000 euro a month doing coaching sessions and running mastermind groups and doing workshops, etc. But if you follow the system and if we work steadily throughout the year, I know you're going to be in a very different position. But the last thing, there's number 8 here. Yeah. The last thing, and it's not the least thing, is, and we will work on that massively, is confidence. Without confidence, all the rest doesn't take a chance. This is the foundation. That's why I put it last. This is the foundation that sustains all the rest. It supports all the rest. So I am the coach and the mentor in the circle of mind experts for my coaches because they need me. I know they need me, just like I needed my coach at the time to, you know, spread my wings and get my feet off the ground and being flying and bumping down and doing it again. And that is what the circle is all about. So if you think, yes, it is my time. If you spent already thousands of euros on education, on courses, on certificates, on workshops, and it's laying on the shelf, you know, collecting dust, please type the word expert in the chat box and let's sit down and see what you need most. I promise you, after one conversation, you will have a different vision. you will have a different vision for your future as a coach. If you're a new coach and you want to become a coach, again, type the word expert. Make the promise like I made the promise, 10 years, 12 years ago that I was going to get really, 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 really good. Make that promise. Let's sit down and see where you're at. Certification program or circle of mind experts, okay? We see it. Me and my team, we see it in a glance because, we have experience. We listen. We hear where your heart is. We hear where your biggest fears are, where you are holding yourself back. If you are not having the results that you should have, something is missing, guys. Something is missing. And maybe you're thinking, yeah, but this is another education. Yes. One more time, let's put the building blocks together. And by the way, after this, there's going to be something new. Chill, take a pill. That is for the life of the life coach. You will never be done. You will never be done. And by the way, if you get stuck and you're not investing in yourself, you're going backward. There's no such thing as inertia in the universe. You go forwards into growth or you can go backwards into safety. And most coaches crawl back in the box where they come from and live in safety. And you are withholding your true potential from the world. Most people lack the confidence, lack the self-esteem, lack the self-image to build that vision for the future, to put themselves out there, to jump out of the bed in the morning and say, I am worthy of becoming a world-class coach. I had to convince myself. When I started 12 years ago, I was like Calimero. You remember Calimero? Oh, the world is too big and everybody's mean and I'm just a little bird and I'm a victim. That was me. I was Calimero and people got sick and tired of me. I had to rebuild my self-confidence. And there are times that I get really scared. Talking like this in English for an hour 10 years ago, are you out of your mind? No way, Jose, I cannot do that. So this is the fuel. This is the major fuel that is going to put the rest on fire. And yes, I'm going to give you the system. Yes, I'm going to give you the model, but you will have to do the work. You know that, right? Because when meetings are over, when 3 days trainings are over, you go home and you do it. I had a wonderful coaching session, a talk with one of my circle members today, and she got really stuck and she's like, I need you. So yesterday the email came in and I emailed her back, let's talk tomorrow, because I felt I needed to hear her voice, right? And by the time she came on the phone, she was like, I know it already. I said, are you sure? Yes, because by the time I finished my email and pressed send, I knew the answer. And that is where you can recognize somebody who's getting really good. It's when they can coach themselves first. She understood where she was. She could see the fear. She could see the resistance, because resistance comes. No, I'm not going to make the video today. No, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not going to work on my programs today. Oh, no, the sun is shining. It's too good. Oh, no, it's cold. It's raining. Blah, 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 blah. And then you need me to kick your ass. Sorry for my word, for the expression. You need me to kick your ass and say, come on, you promised yourself that you are going to be a world-class coach. And second, guys, don't forget why we are doing it. In the end of the day, this is to help people, right? We chose this beautiful profession because we want to work with people, because we care for people, because we love people. If you don't become a coach, please. Save the world from a disaster and don't become a coach. You need to love people. I love people. They can drive me nuts, but I love people. It's like children, right? So yeah, if you love people, and your heart is going out to the world of personal growth and development, and you want to become a coach, a teacher, a speaker, a consultant, a trainer, Type expert in this chat box. Just let's sit down. Let me help you. Let me help you build that vision for you. I know that when we can sit together, I will do that for you. Okay? I know that. Expert. You will be directed to a new page. You have to opt in, name, email address, and you're going to find a new teaching video from me, this and beyond. Okay, this and beyond. I'm looking forward to see you on that call because I know that it is scary sometimes to ask for help. And most of us, were raised like, no, you cannot help. You cannot ask for help. If I didn't ask for help 12 years ago, I wouldn't be here. I had to put my pride and my ego aside and say, I'm stuck today. I have a longing. I have a dream. I have a desire. I want to, put significance in the world. I want to put value in the world. It is significance that kicks me out of bed every morning with passion and love for what I do already 12 years. Nobody can stop me. No disaster can stop me. Even if I don't need the money anymore, nobody can stop me. This is what I'm living for. And I know that you have the same source inside of you. I know that you have the same fire inside of you. Let me connect you to it because I'm freaking good in it. So again, if you ask my husband, there are things I cannot do. Yeah, I'm terrible at cooking. Oh, but this is what I do best. And I'm so grateful and happy and thankful every day that I can live my dream. And sometimes I need to pinch myself like, Roxke, you are living the dream. You are doing it. You are living the dream. So I hope that I can connect you to your inner voice, to your heart's desires. And the world needs good coaches. Don't believe the BS of the world that there are too many coaches. No. There are too many average coaches doing nothing. I want to work with world-class people. I want to turn them into world-class people. And I hope that I was able to pour into you, to speak to your heart. Type the word expert. Let's sit together. And I hope that I can hear you soon on the call or see you at a Zoom call. And I will be able to add more value to you. I want to thank you for spending this time with me tonight. I hope you had a lot out of this teaching. We're gonna put this on a Facebook page so it won't get lost. And if you want to review it, if you want to send it to your friends, if you want to share it with the world, please do so because you have friends, coaches who are stuck, and I will be able to help them. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I wish you a lovely night and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye and thank you. Be well. Bye.